Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today I have for you a hair tutorial and I thought I would show you how I do the ponytail I recently sported in my lookbook video that I did with my white palazzo pants. I will link that on the screen now if you haven't watched it, but basically a lot of you really liked the ponytail I had in a lot of my looks and I frankly think it's a really good hairstyle. I love to do it when I haven't had time to wash my hair or I'm having a bit of a bad hair day. It's super easy to do. I can do it in under 5 minutes, so I thought today I would share with you how I do it. So if you want to find out, please stay tuned and watch this tutorial. But before that, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you already haven't. I upload twice a week and I would love to have you back on the channel. Okay guys, so to start off, I have actually blow dried and straightened my hair and it's better to do this with either straight hair completely or maybe a little bit wavy, but nothing too crazy. If you want to find out how I straighten and blow dry my hair, I will link a video that I did recently on the screen right now so that you guys can go and check it out. And by the way, if you like this makeup look, I will link also a tutorial that I've done with this look that I find really good for fall. It's a very kind of neutral brownie look, but it's really flattering. Anyway, let's get into the hair tutorial. I'm going to start off by just brushing my hair, and you want to have it kind of quite smooth, which is why I say it's good to have straightened hair. Okay, then I'm going to do a little bit of back combing because if you remember how my hair looked in that lookbook video, it had quite a lot of volume and lift at the top. So I'm going to take the back sections of my hair and I'm going to start sort of on the middle of the head. And I'm going to take a comb. This one has like the bristles really close together on this side and then quite far apart on this one. This is literally just from Boots. But any kind of comb with bristles that are quite close together could work. So I'm just going to take this and just back comb, and I'm literally just taking my hair and pushing downwards softly with the brush. And then as I go along, I'm just going to spray each section. And this is just the Elnet hairspray. I'm then going to take the next section and do exactly the same thing. I'm going to take one more section and then take a final section at the crown of your head. You'll see that this is kind of roughly a little past the crown. And just back comb that as well. And then I'm just going to push all this hair backwards. And then I'm going to do a little bit in the front section because I'm going to be pushing this back as well. So to give it a little bit of texture, I'm just going to back comb this slightly. And then I'm going to do the same with the sides of the hair. You want to back comb here to give volume on the sides of your face. If you have a very broad face, you might not want to give it so much volume on the sides. But for me, my head goes inside a little bit here, so it's good to give it a little bit of volume on the sides because it just balances my face shape out. I'm going to back comb all this section on the crown on the sides, and I'm just kind of pushing the hair downwards like I did, but I'm not going to spray each section here because it just kind of makes it a little bit too stiff. Once I've back combed everything, I'm going to add a little bit of hairspray, getting well into the sides of your hair. And then I'm going to take the side of the comb which has like more separate bristles, and I'm just going to gently back comb my hair like this, but you want to try and keep as much volume as possible. So I'm just kind of smoothing the hair out a little bit, but I don't want to lose too much of that lift. You also want to leave the hair with a little bit of texture. It shouldn't be too smooth. And then I'm going to take a hair tie. I'm using this one, which I got in Sephora, and I really like this one because it doesn't kind of hold your hair too tight. My hair is really heavy, so if I have a hair tie that really kind of weighs it down, it just loses all the volume on the top and looks really flat. So this one is good because it doesn't kind of hold the hair too tight. And basically, you want to take all your hair and you want to put it up into a high ponytail. You want to smooth this section here. And I'm going to take my brush to do that. And you want to do quite a high ponytail. Don't worry about the front section looking a bit messy right now. That is the look we're going for anyway. You don't want it to look too smooth. You want to smooth it out with your fingers so that it has a little bit of texture. And if you're doing this with a more kind of wavy hair and to begin with, it's going to look even better than if it's just completely straight. So once you have all your hair up in a ponytail, I'm just going to take my hair tie and just tie it up. And now we're going to sort out this texture that you have at the top of your head. I like to take one of these brushes that has like a long pole on one side. And this is really good because you can kind of take out or smooth out bits of hair that you need, and this way you create the texture you want on the top of your head. It's also really good to pull with fingers sometimes because this way it's not completely even, and that's better for the kind of look we're creating. It's a bit of a messy ponytail. And then in order to keep this texture here but make it a little bit neater, I'm going to be using these bobby pins that are specially designed for updos, and they sort of are very soft. They don't really have a lot of hold to them, but they're really good to kind of sort out the hair. So here, like, I want to pull this section a little bit further ahead, so I'm just going to take this and just literally just push it downwards on my hair. This bit here seems to be sticking up a little bit, so I want to bring it down, and I'm just going to push this one in. And these ones are great because they're like super invisible. You can hardly see them, and you can get them pretty much in like every hair color, so you can take one that suits your hair. These front bits seem to have kind of flown out, so I'm going to pin these back as well. And with these bits, they sort of seem to have fallen down a little bit, so I want to lift them up, and then I'm just going to pin them with a small hairpin on the side. I'm going to do the same on this side, and you want to always try and like pin it so that it goes into the hair and it's hardly visible. Try and hide it as much as possible. Now to sort out these little flyaways down here, I'm just going to take them up and literally just like twist them around. I'm going to show you now at the back. Basically, I've just twisted the hair around. I'm just going to pin it up there. And a good way to make your bobby pins hold up the hair is to cross them over. So basically what you want to do is just take one bobby pin and then pin one this way and then pin the other one like this so that they literally create a cross, and that makes sure that they're very, very secure and they don't slip. I'm then going to take a little bit of hairspray to just kind of fix all this hair in place. Make sure there's no flyaways. And now we could leave the hair like this, or you can take a strand of hair to cover the hair tie, which is what I like to do. So I'm going to turn around so that you can see this properly. So I'm going to take one of the longer strands of hair, and I'm going to try and pull it to the side. And then I'm going to use this to kind of twist it over my hair tie and cover as much as possible. I'm then going to take a bobby pin and just pin that down. And then I'm going to take a little bit of hairspray to just spray that in place. And then I'm going to take my comb again and just back comb my ponytail to give it a bit more lift and volume. This is going to make it look a lot fuller. And again, I'm going to add a little bit of hairspray. And now once again, we could leave it like this, or if you want to make it a little bit more formal and put it into a bun, you can literally take the ends and just twist them upwards and just pin it there, and it'll look like a nice neat bun. And again, it's a good idea to take the two pins and cross them over so that it's nice and secure. Okay guys, and this is the final look. It's a super versatile updo. I really like it. If you put it into a bun like this, you can even wear it to a wedding. You can add some flowers, make it really glam. Or if you want it more casual for daytime or for the office, you can just leave it as a ponytail. I wear this look so much. It's great, like I say, for second or third day hair. It holds even better than when your hair has just been washed. But you can also do it with clean hair. You can leave it with straight hair like this, or if you have some waves, it'll add some nice texture to the top, which would look really nice as well. So it's, again, like I said, super versatile. You can wear it for every occasion. I love wearing it, and it only takes about 5 minutes to do once you get the hang of it. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!